Hello there. For my final project 5, I will be explaining the show Making a Murderer, a Netflix series that is 10 episodes, 50 minutes each. Um, it is explaining Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, how they were convicted of the rape and murder of Teresa Halbach. I think they were framed by Manitowoc County, where they're from, um, of that rape and murder. So, a little backstory: Stephen Avery was in jail for 22 years. He was wrongly convicted of the rape and attempted murder of some lady who is from Manitowoc County. He served 22 years of his 36-year sentence. Um, and about 10 years into his sentence, a neighboring police station from a different county called Manitowoc County saying, "We think you have the wrong guy in prison serving time for a crime he didn't commit," because they say they received a call from a man saying that he was the one who did the crime. And then Manitowoc County was saying, "No, we are positive we have the right guy." And then after that, they never made any record of it, of that call or of that conversation they had with the neighboring county police station. And then 22 years into his sentence, he was set free because DNA evidence proved that he was innocent. Um, After that, he sued Manitowoc County for $36 million, and he was most likely going to win. Um, so that was about a year after he got out, and about a year and a couple months after, Teresa Halbach went missing. So this was right in the middle of his civil suit with Manitowoc County. Teresa Halbach was a car specialist. She put ads on a website for this car dealership, and Stephen Avery was going to sell his car, so she came out to take pictures of his car, and he was the last person to see her alive. So the police came to his house about like 4 days after she was missing, and started asking Stephen if he saw her, and he said, "Yeah, I did, but I don't know where she went." And then about a week later, they found Teresa Halbach's car in Stephen Avery's property, under some trees. Like looked like it attempted to be hidden, but not like hidden like good enough. So which is kind of weird. And then, so they launched a full out investigation on Stephen Avery, and they searched this place for about 4 times, and then on the fourth time they finally found something, which is weird because the Averys couldn't be there anyway. Nobody was there allowed except for the police, so they could have easily planted evidence. And then they found Teresa Halbach's keys on Stephen Avery's bedroom floor, which is weird because they were literally out on the open, and you'd think you'd see these keys before the fourth time you searched it. And something interesting about the finding of the keys is that the two officers that found it weren't even supposed to be allowed on the crime scene because they were involved in his first, wrongful conviction, and they were listed in the civil suit. So they weren't even supposed to be anywhere near the crime scene. And the officer that found it was specifically listed, and which is odd. So he could have planted them there. He also has a nephew, Brendan Dassey. He's in jail too right now for the rape and murder of Teresa Halbach. Something interesting about Teresa Halbach's car is that there's a bunch of blood in the back, which is her blood, and then there's splattered blood on the dash, which is Stephen Avery's, and he claims that it was planted there, just like the keys. And they have his blood on file because he was just in jail about a year before. And then, sure enough, they go to the file of blood that they have on record, and then there is a little syringe-like hole right here, and that it looks like someone extracted his blood. The only way to prove that is they have this chemical that keeps the blood liquidized, and that would be the only way to prove if someone added that. And you can't tell yet because there's not very many breakthroughs in that science. I think, Stephen Avery is innocent and that he was wrongfully convicted of this rape and murder of Teresa Halbach. Um, if the county really needed something to stop this civil suit, because he was going to win $36 million from Manitowoc County, and they were already a pretty poor county, so they just could not afford to pay out that money. So I think Manitowoc County, found Teresa Halbach's body somewhere and just framed Stephen Avery with the murder. Um, it's pretty messed up, if you ask me. Here is a picture of what Stephen Avery looked like when he went into jail the second time for the rape and murder of Teresa Halbach. Thank you.